I am a mess. I am currently working on opening up my Etsy store, which isn't going to be until midsummer, but I am in the process of planning everything out from which patterns I'm going to use. I am making a mood board. I am surfing Etsy. I am surfing Pinterest, trying to find free patterns, just trying to get up ideas for what I'm going to do with this store. So here is my little studio so far. I am just a mess. I have bins opened up with just fabric all over the place, not even organized. I have bins just thrown in there with fabric. I am all over the place. I have my doll books, which I've been collecting for a couple of years now. I've been a little bit obsessed. I bought a bunch of them this recent purchase spree. I think I spent like $200 to $300 in just doll books. I bought like 8, so it came really quickly. I have these cool books. They're just all exciting, and then I have these books over here. It's hard to find some of them, so I also have digital copies. I don't really like the digital copies all that much because the patterns are all askew. So I do what I must. See, I have that one, but I also have the book right here. So I had the digital copy first before I bought the book. This is one of my new books that just arrived. Also got the doll closet seasons. I got almost every single doll closet book now. There's 4 of them. I'm missing one, so looks like I'm going to have to buy some more books. Uh-oh. How tragic. So I've been going through, this one right here is currently my favorite book. I am in the process of translating and printing out the books for this. I don't speak Japanese. My family is Japanese, well, part, my dad's half. And neither of us speak Japanese. My grandmother, who is the Asian in the family, I guess you could say, she speaks Japanese, but she has dementia right now, so getting her to help is not going to happen. So I am doing what I can with this app I have on my phone, and I am translating things from that app to these papers, and then trying to just follow the picture diagrams and probably make up names for some of these, because it does seem like the translations are completely off, or somewhat off. I would say they're about 80% correct, but it's still a little confusing. I still love this book. So I have this doll seasons, and then hair style. I'm missing the one that's just doll closet, which is the red one. So I'm really, I saw that and I was like, no. So I have my headset over here. I've been listening to some audiobooks, and I got my bin of just findings and stuff going on down there. I have stacks of books, which I showed you. And over here I have my diamond paintings. I have this beautiful one with this black girl with black hair and a cat. It reminds me of Chibiusa and Luna, or Artemis actually. And then I have my Harry Potter meets Van Gogh's Starry Night, so I'm really happy with that one. I actually was almost finished with this one. I've been working on it for like a year now, and then I got this one in a couple of weeks ago and I started it, and then I was like, wait, I should actually make an art video of it. So I am probably going to do that after I finish my Harry Potter one. Threads, I bought a bunch of threads from Amazon. They're polyester threads, so they're not the best. I have my cotton threads over here, and then over here is about $300 to $400 worth of, and that's USD, of findings for dolls. I've been collecting this for years and years. I have like small, some of these are scrapbooks, some of these are personal for dolls. This is like eyelets, and then snaps. These are easy to find snaps. All 3 of these are easy to find snaps. I started putting my yarn stuff in there, But these are all fine. These are hard to find. These are hard to find. These especially. I don't think they sell these. I've had these for several years, but I had someone on my YouTube channel request a video on how to make boots. And so I'm going to keep these and keep that in mind when I make that video. I have these over here, which are tiny beads. I actually get a lot of these beads from ISO Doll, I believe. I will leave a description, link in the description if you want to find some findings. And then these are more from ISO Doll. These are from the scrapbooking section from a very long time ago. They no longer sell those. And then I went crazy and bought like a ton of their buttons. I bought a bunch of these buttons. I have tons and tons. The lady doesn't even sell them anymore. She sells mixed bags. I'll also leave a description box below for her as well. I spent quite a bit on them. I'm really happy. I wanted stuff that will last me a long time so I'll never have to go back again. I need to figure out how to make my own buttons. But these are really nice. They're about, I want to say, 4 millimeters in diameter, which is really good. That's going to be really helpful for my doll making stuff. Over here I have clothes that I bought. This is from Julie Dolls. She's not on Etsy anymore, which is really sad, but I love her stuff. It is custom printed fabric and it's a beautiful little dress. These are my overalls that I made. I made this pattern for these overalls. And then my computer crashed last year and they're all lost on my hard drive. I don't even have a printout of this. I was so sad when I didn't have a printout of this pattern because that's the only thing I've been able to do is use printouts and rescan them into the computer and redistribute, reuse them. But this one is lost in the ether right now. I'm probably just going to make a new one from scratch. But this took me like 2 to 3 weeks to do. I love these little findings. This is also from ISO Doll, and they're just really cute. It's a workable little overalls. This is from Julie too. Look how cute that is. Oh my god. So adorable. And then I have my testing for simple pants. These are just going to be simple pants that I'm going to post a video, probably. This is how I make pant tutorials. So I start with a simple pant design and I get it to fit the doll. And then I start doing things like making overalls. So I start adding the top band, the belt loops, the pockets. This one's actually supposed to have back pockets, but that's also lost. Same thing with the shorts. I try to make sure that they're the right size. And then in here we have a ton of shirts. So if you haven't seen my basic shirt or simple shirt design, I'll leave a link in the description box below as well. This is just, I made a bunch of them. I also made this skirt, which is probably going to be a future video. I haven't finished. I still have the actual design. This was another printout. It didn't get lost to the ether. Same thing with these little bralettes. Look how cute they are. That is such a cute bra. I have that printout, but it's actually cut out, so I have to rescan it in a line and do all kinds of crazy things to get it to work. I even have some that are kind of not completed. I kind of dropped out of the hobby when my computer crashed and I lost that hard drive. I got really, like, you know, I just felt really sad and unmotivated, and I just couldn't do anything after that. I was just really depressed about it, so I stopped the hobby for a little while. Now I have a hard drive and I don't have to worry about that happening. I have an external hard drive instead of internal. So here's another box of stuff that I'm going to show you. I have an internal hard drive where, see, you saw these pants. I have a tutorial on these too. And some socks. What's this? Oh yeah, these are some pleated pants. These are from my pleated pant tutorial. I tried to make some khakis. And then I have this little skirt. This is from a pattern book. I think it's highly modified though, I can't remember, because I was doing all kinds of modifications to patterns I find. These are cute little shirts. I'll probably sell them on my Etsy store. I haven't decided. Ooh. Here's a little jacket and little sweater. Oh my god, little jumper. Little hoodie. Yeah, I like this one. I forgot I had that. Lots and lots of socks. Oh yeah, and I made these dresses. This is actually for Ruruko, a little doll that I had, a A-Zone extra small. I really love them. There should be one in here that has a pattern. Yes. I handmade my own pattern here, but I made this off of the inkjet printer, which is really unfortunate because any type of water or humidity that gets on this, the pattern just disappears. I think there's a little spot somewhere in the back. I can't remember where. But the printout starts to bleed, like what happens when you get paper wet. Well, this is fabric and it acts the same way because I'm using inkjet fabric, inkjet printer. So I am looking online, which is what I'm also doing over here. So here is my computer. I am actually in the process of looking at sublimation printers. So I'm hoping that with a sublimation printer I won't have to worry about the ink bleeding. So I'm looking at it. This one's like $1,500 in USD. So I am like a little, I don't want to buy a printer just yet, but I wanted to see what the costs of it were before I did anything about it. And yeah, I have like all these tabs open for Pinterest, looking at patterns on Pinterest, watching YouTube videos, looking up sublimational printers, trying to find things like that. So that is what I've been doing for trying to find my own pattern. And this is how I organize my patterns. This is how I've been organizing them right now. So these are from the dog closet, or is it a DCR dog closet recipe or something like that. It's my DCR 3 book. And I keep the printer. This is the Blythe. So I keep them in these little 4x6 envelopes, and I have a little envelope carrier over there. And see, look how cool this is. I just keep the pictures on it. This is a Doll's Closet romantic book, which I took out of there. That's what I'm over here. Actually, I'm translating. So once I finish that, it's going to go into this little envelope. This one is also the Lolita puffy dress. It is part of a book. I can't remember which book. And then this one is also a DCR book, book 3. I am going to use this pattern for the little cardigan. And you see, they're little envelopes. They have little tape, so it's not one of those licking envelopes. But I don't pull the tape off. I just leave it there. So here they are. I got tons and tons of patterns. They're actually only these have patterns in it. These are my extra envelopes. So I got all these patterns. I also have this, which has a lot of patterns in it. So this is the DCR 3 that I was looking at. So this has my patterns in it. And that's where I took those patterns from. This is my recent book that I purchased. That's a scan. I have printed patterns. I have things that are from Mini Shop. Mini Shop also sells the Dog Closet. Oh, I forgot I even had the Dog Closet romantic here as a scan. I'm gonna look at it now. Man, I've been sitting here destroying my book, trying to get these patterns out. See, like I completely destroyed the back of this book, trying to get these patterns out and then scan them and do all kinds of things with my printer back there. Ooh, yeah, there it goes. And I already had it from Mini Shop. Trying to get that ready for my shop. Now here is something that I'm saving for the very last, and that is the mood board for my shop. We're gonna look at the ground for a second and then I'll show you. Ready? Ta-da! So here we have pictures of the design, the design for my shop. This is actually a pattern that is from my Silly Button, which I really love her patterns. If you ever are starting to sew, and I'm probably not quite the beginner sewer, that's where you get some really good patterns from. I'm also taking Momoko patterns and scaling them to Blythe, and then I have these patterns as bottoms. I have a couple of subscriptions to Stock Photography, or Stock Photos, and these are stock photos of some patterns that I liked, and I purchased each one of these for my store, and I'm going to print the fabric. Now this is why I was looking at fabric printers or sublimational printers, because I was thinking of doing printing it on my own. But for this first release, I'm probably going to go with a third-party seller and get my fabric printed. I also have these right here, which I really like. I love this one. Look how cute it is. It has like little Bambis. This one's also one of my favorites. And then there's bows. I think those will make really cute little cute patterns for skirts. And probably like one of these shirts right there. I'm also going to do some sweaters like this one right here where you have some blocking going on. And then I have like these socks that I kind of liked. I want bows. And then down here we have accessories. I was thinking the backpack, and then of course that cute purse. So those are what I'm doing right now. Oh, and look at the cute cardigan. Making a cardigan pattern is super easy. To make a cardigan, what you do is you split the middle of a t-shirt. You scale this up maybe 5 to 10% of your t-shirt pattern that you have fitted to your doll. Then you create bands on either side for the t-shirt design. You split the front piece in half, and then you create an overlap, which is like little triangles for each side on either side of the t-shirt. And then the hardest part is actually getting this band that's all the way around. You can sit there and measure it with your little tape measure. What I do is I just make a really extra long square piece of fabric. I will sew it across my design that I already printed out and sewn. And then I will cut off the excess. And then I will take my seam ripper and rip it back out. And then I'll trace along that piece of fabric to a piece of paper. And that is how I get the dimensions. I think it's just a lot easier and a lot faster to do than sit there with a little tape measure and try to get it to fit perfectly. Usually you can make any pattern you want as long as you have a good t-shirt pattern. But yeah, you got a good t-shirt pattern, you got a good pant pattern, and the skirt is really easy. All you need to know is the waist dimension. Making those patterns are just super easy, super fun. But for this particular launch, I am just going to use stuff that I've either found on Pinterest or things that I bought or things that I scanned from books. So that is what I'm going to do with this release for my Etsy shop. I especially love this one right here. So I'll leave a link to my Silly Button, who has a cool Etsy store if you want to buy some patterns. I'll also leave a link to my Pinterest board so you can find these patterns that I have everywhere else. My Pinterest board has pictures and scans of people who have scanned certain books, like the books that I have here. Most of these you can find on Pinterest. In all honesty, you can find all these books on Pinterest and just find scans of them. The only hard part is trying to get them to fit the doll, which causes a lot of issues because a lot of those scans are warped and you end up with some very, like here, this is my own scan, but it's a little bit warped on the top because I messed up while scanning it. But this isn't even for a Blythe doll. It's a different doll that I'm going to make for a Blythe. So I've taken it, scanned it, and I'm probably going to edit it completely. The only thing I really wanted was this particular line and this line for the shoulders. The rest of it's going to be so scaled out of proportion that you won't even recognize it as the same pattern. I just really wanted the raglan sleeve because I was going to make this into a pullover. So even though it's a t-shirt for a completely different doll, I'm going to edit this so much that it's going to be used for a Blythe doll, and it's going to be a cute little pullover. I'm probably even going to make it so that it's a zipper front pullover with a pocket in the pocket right there. You'll see. So that's just a quick little update. You can see I am a mess because I've just been all over the place, working real hard, doing all kinds of things. And yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a short little sneak peek. This is a bonus video for anyone who likes to watch vlogs, see like the behind the scenes. I can be a little bit wishy-washy and all over the place because I'm an artist, I'm doing work. I also have work to do, so gotta pay my bills with work, but this is my hobby. This is what I do after work. I am just trying to get things done, get things ready for the shop. I have several months out. I'm thinking of a June or July. It will be in the description, but if you want, you can follow my Etsy shop or follow these vlogs and see what it's going to be. You saw the little mood board, so you can have a little sneak peek of what I plan to do. That's just the initial phase of just my thoughts being spewed on top of a whiteboard. The final piece will probably look far more organized and far more, you'll understand it far more than what I currently have, because yeah, I'm all over the place. I'm really tired. Hope you like this little vlog. If you did, give it a like, add a comment. I've been replying to all kinds of comments lately, so if you do leave a comment, you'll know that I will say hello, and I really appreciate it. I like talking to people. Also started doing things for like Blythe Free and Blythe, different Blythe boards that are on Facebook. So if you're on Facebook, you might see me pop up. There is a Facebook group for Creative 404 if you want to join. I'm not very active on that one. It's my own. I'm not very active on my own. I'm more active on other people's, mainly because I don't want to moderate it. I'm sorry. I have a Discord. It's also very plain right now. But I'm actually on Discord quite often. I talk to my family on there, so if you pop up on Discord, you'll see me. Yeah. I'm so tired. Someone save me. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. Bye-bye.